What's going on, guys? Brace yourselves, because this time we've brought you some incredibly scary and creepy things caught on camera. Some of them might even send chills down your spine. In this video, we are going to talk about the top 5 scary ghost videos that'll make you jump and scream. This is The Haunter, and if you don't want to miss any of our videos, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time we post a new video. Let's get started. Number 5. Jordanian Snapchat live streamer Ahmad Salih travels to an allegedly haunted and abandoned house in the remote countryside of Jordan. Locals believe the house to be haunted by an evil jinn or spirit. When Ahmad was showing the exterior of the house to his live Snapchat audience, viewers spotted something that Ahmad didn't see. In one of the windows up on the second floor, a dark shadow can be seen. Now, because it's a live stream, it's hard to tell what this blurry shape could be. It could be easily explained as a trick of the light, or maybe even a dark object or doorway inside the room. But Ahmad starts hearing strange sounds from that same window. After Ahmad Salih hears the odd slamming sounds, he finally decides to go inside the creepy building to investigate. And that's when things get a bit weird. Did you see it? As Ahmad turns around, the small head of what appears to be a child can be seen peeking from behind the doorway. The face quickly retreats, and when Ahmad rushes over, no one is there. He hears a sudden noise coming from behind him, and when he looks over, the keys he used to open the entrance are dangling as if someone had just touched them. Again, he walks over to check it out, only to be interrupted by another loud sound coming from where he just stood. If you look closely, you can see a shadow disappearing behind the corner. Ahmad continues to explore the building, searching for any evidence of the unexplained activity. It seems that the presence in the house is toying with him, but when he opens the door to a new unexplored area, his already scary adventure became downright chilling. As soon as he opens the door, a mysterious child seems to take down a heavy mattress as he makes a run for it. Ahmad rushes forward and checks everywhere, but he's unable to find the boy. The child seems to have simply disappeared without a trace. So did Ahmad capture the apparition of a playful young child? Could it be that he captured a sinister, shape-shifting jinn? Let us know what you think.
هيو بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يابا.
Number 4. The Arnold Estate, or the Conjuring House, is a 1700s farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island. It's also where the ill-fated Perron family lasted from January of 1971 until June of 1980. During this time, items would go missing and small piles of dirt would show up whenever they cleaned the kitchen floor. Soon they were visited by spirits who smelled like rotting meat and eventually started possessing them at will. That's because it was less of a farmhouse and more of a portal to the underworld. A sorceress named Bathsheba Sherman is said to have practiced arcane magic here, possibly even sacrificing her own kin to better forge a connection with the underworld. People have lost their lives all over the property, kids floating in a creek and swinging in the attic too. Let's just say this is a place only for the bravest of ghost hunters to go. Jennifer and Marcel of J&M Explorations want to put their skills and equipment to the test. On March 18th of 2020, they teamed up with some friends for safety in numbers and prepared to explore it, the Conjuring House. They really wanted to see something scary, so they wasted little time and headed straight into the basement, the same place where father and husband Roger Perron used to feel a sinking presence behind him whenever he had to go down there to fix the heating equipment, which mysteriously failed many times. The deeper they go, the more they're filled with dread.
Yeah, this is neat, that old soda.
Can you knock on the wall?
Knock on the wall.
What the?
Something guides them to a piece of wooden furniture in the far corner that just so happens to have a kid's drawing on it. Andrea thinks this could be a person with a crooked head, in her words, and we see what she means. If it's not that, maybe it's someone floating in the creek. As she's explaining what it could be, a small face with black eyes looks at her from behind. At least that's what some people claim to see. Roger always felt like he had something behind him. And here's another voice they catch in the bedroom. Its voice drips with hatred. And soon thereafter, a foul smell washes over Jennifer, the same one who moments earlier happened to be asking for a sign. Well, seems like she got one, and not faking. She smells the rotting stench coming from the door. Watch her reaction as she tries to leave. Just then, their friends enter to talk about their experience while using a Ouija board downstairs. They spelled out a demonic name, and just the mention of it registers on their equipment. And while paranormal equipment is designed to withstand electromagnetic interference, normal cameras are not. The screen turned off without them anywhere near it. A final, truly bizarre moment happens when they head to the dining room and see a hanging decoration is spinning. Soon, another one is moving, this time side to side instead of in circles. These flowers were meant specifically to keep spirits away. Moving the flowers could be a message from the spirits that this isn't enough to stop them, as one of the ghost hunters points out. What do you think it might be? Number 3. In the Spanish-speaking YouTube community, there's a video of 2 people performing an exorcism on a girl who clearly looks unwell. There's 2 eggs on the plate. The priestess cracks one egg and it appears to be perfectly normal. But after rubbing the other egg on the possessed girl's skin, it cracks open to a pure black sludge, which is an extremely creepy sign. But things get even more bizarre. The girl sits up with very diluted eyes and drinks the sludge, which causes her to shake and twitch. And the full video cannot be found on YouTube because it gets even more disturbing. But we're pretty sure that only seeing part of this ordeal is enough to terrify even the bravest ghost hunters. Number 2. If you've never come across a sadistic shadow, then you don't know true fear. Think you're brave enough to face it? Yeah, keep watching. The footage shows an empty stairwell. A young woman appears at the top, descending into the hallway. Then she abruptly turns back as a dark shadow enters the stairwell from the doorway below. The vague shadow then disappears into thin air, but then reappears again, moving up the stairs. So Laphidian in the comments has a theory about the shadow ghost's movements. He writes, quote, "Hypothetically speaking, a ghost may not have any real physical limitations, so maybe movements are not going to align with how physical matter moves. But it appears it's absorbing all visible light frequencies, so it must be composed of some kind of particles. Is a particle-like shadow ghost something worth investigating? What do you think?" Number 1. Our final clip is one of those obscure videos that's been on the internet for years, but not too many people have seen it. As the story goes, a guy named Mike had been seeing something walking near the tree line of the woods surrounding his home. One night, he decides to grab a flashlight and go investigate. So this is a pretty old video and the original source hasn't been found yet, but looking at it definitely gives a creepy feeling. The way it peeks doesn't seem like it's human. I don't know what that is. Are we seeing a real creature caught on camera or just somebody faking? I'll let you decide.
I have no idea what it is, but I'm just saying it's... I swear to God. Let's try to find it. What the hell is that? What the hell?
And that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys liked the video. Let us know what you thought down in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you waiting for? Go do so right now and hit that notification bell so we can see you in the next video. Until then, this is The Haunter. Keep it creepy.